Next up is George C. Scott and Trish Van Devere, The Changeling. I've heard mixed things about this one. The back looks like it could be a pretty decent movie, but it's The Changeling, released by HBO. Nothing in special features. Like I said, mixed reviews. Actually, somebody just did a video that mentioned this in it and that they didn't like it. So I don't know about that. Check it out. Another one of the Midnight Movie collections. This is Morons from Outer Space for $2. It'll go right along. Came out in '85. It's a, if you hadn't guessed, since it's Morons from Outer Space, it's a sci-fi comedy. But once again, I like how the Midnight movies look all next to each other. Good stuff. So that's Morons from Outer Space. Sorry, I'm not like going too much into these, but you'll understand when I get through with all these $2 movies that it just can't happen. Next up, Slaughterhouse of the Rising Sun. Nobody Gets Out Alive. Yeah, I don't know much about this one. I'm not even sure when this one came out. I think 2004, but it was $2, so I went ahead and got it. The screen caps look decent on the back, and it takes place in the year 1971, so we'll see how they did that when I watch it. Next up is the 80s horror, which I like the original cover, but of course they're not going to use the original cover, but because that would just be too fulfilling for me, right? So, but it's called Houseboat Horror. Very cool. I actually have a bootleg of this, but I never watched it, and it's in storage. So when I saw it for $2, I was like, cool, because it's like $15 everywhere else. It probably doesn't warrant the $15 price tag. It came out in the 80s. The screen, the back of the DVD case looks totally 80s. It actually looks. This DVD is a legit release, but it actually looks like a bootleg. So yeah, look at that guy in front. Oh, this lighting sucks down here. Sorry, but yeah, something's about to happen on Lake Infinity. Houseboat Horror. I saw that in someone else's update too. I was like, wow, I didn't know anyone else knew about this shit. But that was previously only released on VHS, which was what my bootleg was. It was of a DVD, or not a DVD, but a VHS transfer. So we'll see how the transfer on that is. It's probably not that good. Next up, I got a flick called Vampires Anonymous. It's not your usual drinking problem. Meet Vic. He's handsome, friendly, and a vampire. After eating his most recent girlfriend in the back of his '57 Chevy, he realizes he wants to give up the life of a vampire. So he calls Vampire Anonymous and begins the 12-step program to recovery. Vampires Anonymous. Next up, this is a Grindhouse double feature, one of those. I know I just bought that huge double set with all 20 movies, and I'm pretty sure both of these movies are on there. But I had ordered these before I bought that, so I might just resell this, give it away, do something with it, maybe just keep it. Who knows? But that comes with Coach and Beach Girl. Next up is an MGM release of a movie called Squirm. It's a when did this come out? 70s, I think. 80s, 76. Yep. It's basically a bug movie. It's a killer bug movie, basically. Yeah, when a powerful storm knocks a power line into a creek, it makes all these worms that like eat you come out of the soil and attack everybody. It has an audio commentary with the director and writer Jeff Lieberman, who actually I watched a movie of his, which I got on a 2-disc special edition a couple updates back, called Just Before Dawn, which I actually liked, so we'll try this one out. It has the original theatrical trailer and the TV spot. Dimension. Here's these next two ones are pretty cool, for $2 anyway. And you got a Dimension Extreme label, Dead in 3 Days. So yeah, there's a Mountain Lake community terrorized by when a close-knit group of friends becomes the target of a mysterious deranged killer. So basically, yeah, that's basically what that is. I haven't watched it yet though. But this next one I have watched, and for $2. I mean, holy shit. You guys are going to understand what I'm saying when I say it, or when I show it, but Inside. Oh, French horror movie. This movie is great. I know Mad Puppet Death, almost messed up there, likes it. I know Mayfair liked it. She did a review on it, a very enthusiastic review, which made me want to see this movie, and shortly after I saw her review, I watched the movie. Link to Mayfair 687 will be in the side, or in the side and down here. But $2, nice, brand new, slipcase included, French horror movie. Good stuff. You guys need to check this out. It's about a pregnant girl who gets terrorized by someone who wants a baby while it's still inside. So, unrated, slipcover, $2. Fuck yeah. Alright, let's grab some more. $2, $1 a disc. It's the 2-disc special edition of, or collector's edition rather, of Spaceballs. If you haven't seen Spaceballs, come on, you need to see Spaceballs. It's a classic Mel Brooks movie. As Mel Brooks in it, Rick Moranis, fucking awesome. It's the 2-disc special edition, like I said, for $2. It also has John Candy in it. It's a spoof on Star Wars, basically. I have just the single 1-disc, but now I've upgraded to the 2-disc, and for that price, it's awesome. Everyone knows Spaceballs, though. Hopefully, you should know Spaceballs. Next up, I got the original Casino Royale, with Peter Sellers in it, and a bunch of other people. So it's not rated. It's 2 hours and 17 minutes. Holy shit! Came out in '67. Don't know much about it, but I picked it up anyways. I believe my mom said something about it. Then I got Comedy Club, Comedy Shootout, Volume 2. I had already gotten Volume 1 from Big Lots, so when I saw Volume 2 for $2, I decided to pick it up. This one has Brad Garrett, very young, Tim Allen, Drew Carey, Michael McCain, and Dave Attell. All very young, as you can see. So yeah, next up, awesome movie. You guys should check this one out too. Detroit Rock City. It's about, you guys probably already know this, but this is a New Line Platinum series. With, I don't know, it doesn't look like that many special features, but it's about these group of kids. One is Edward Furlong. You'll recognize some other faces in this group of people, but it's set in the 70s, I believe. Yeah, 76. And they win Kiss concert tickets, but lose them, and then they have to go to Detroit to see the Kiss concert. And it's just like, it's a very good movie. It's very funny too. I saw it in theaters when it came out, so very good stuff. Next up, Late Night with Conan OBrien DVD, Best of Triumph the Insult Comic Dog, Love Triumph. I hope, I don't know, this is probably too old for that, but I hope the PETA session is in there, where he sings a song about PETA. I'll have to look, I think it's on YouTube, but then it got taken down. But anyway, so that's the Best of Triumph the Insult Comic Dog. Good stuff. Next up, classic. I used to watch this movie all the time, Surf Ninjas. I love that at the beginning where they tell the guy, it has Leslie Nielsen in it and Rob Schneider and some other people, but where the guy's in high school and they some Japanese people I think are coming to the guy's school, and he's like the only Japanese kid there, so they get him to like perform a traditional Japanese thing, and for it he lip syncs to Barbara Ann by the Beach Boys. It's great stuff. Very good stuff. I know some of you might know what I'm talking about on that one. I heard Broomstick Please or Josh talking about this one, so I decided to get it for $2. Gosford Park. Don't know much about it, but I got it anyways. I did read the back of all of these, so I didn't just get it. Now this one was cool to get for $2 because I hadn't heard about it until recently, until a bunch of people started talking about it. And so it's the widescreen edition of a movie with Bill Murray in it called Scrooge. When people started talking about this, I was like, what is this? Why did I miss out on this shit? And I went and I watched the trailer and I was like, wow, this looks good. I really want to see this movie. But I didn't buy it or anything, so when it went on sale for $2, I was like, hell yeah. Let's get that shit. Next up is a really cool one, and it's the Johnny Carson show, the original with Johnny Carson, obviously, The Tonight Show. This is the two-disc one with a cool slipcase, still sealed, haven't opened it. I probably will when I watch it. It's over 4.5 hours. It includes the last episode on there. It has 10 classic episodes and a bunch of cool special features. So I love the Johnny Carson show. I think like Time Life back in the day released a whole bunch of DVDs with him in it, and our library carried them, and my mom would get them, and we would watch them together. Fun times indeed. Next up is a movie with Jenna Malone in it, Mandy Moore, Macaulay Culkin, and Patrick Fugit, I think is how you say his name. There's a movie called Saved. I wanted to rent this when it first came out, but I just never got around to doing it. It sounded interesting.